By request, but from viewers, some people have said, why don't you show us some of this crazy stuff you get at yard sales? So I thought, you know what, today is as good a day as any. I just did another yard sale weekend like I always do. And yeah, I picked up some crazy stuff. So I'm going to show you what I got for how much I got. Yeah. Well, I'll be showing you tools and different things, but this one here didn't work, and it was $1 at a yard sale, and this was actually a while back, months ago actually. Brought it home, cleaned it out with an airline in the shop here, and of course the snow, if you want to call it that, it works just great now. But for $1, look at this thing. Look, it's a full pedestal, and it comes with a power supply and everything that runs the snow for Santa, so you can't beat that. Okay, next find at a yard sale. Brand new bucket head from Home Depot. Mine was, wow, it was so old and so tired it gave up only a few weeks ago, and then this past weekend, you know, I'm out doing the usual yard sale running, and found a brand new bucket head with the attachments in the box still. $10, you know, that was a little high, I know, yeah. But it was just something that, you know, for the household, it was like, I need a new bucket head because mine is shot, you know, it's tired. So yeah, brand new. Now, the other thing I found was this camera. This is a Nikon D60. They're not worth a lot. They only take pictures. They are not a video, you know, combination camera or anything. But nice lens and stuff on it, nice condition. If, you know, if nothing else, it's, you know, for $5, I could not say no. I love old cameras or older cameras sometimes. They're just fun to work with a little bit and stuff and check them out and see how they work. Okay, next item. If you're into tool storage, which, you know, we always seem to need more storage, found this one for $5. This was at a yard sale, and it's an all metal cabinet, and has these all metal drawers, which are quite large actually. And there's so many different tools you could store in something like this. This is like a great little organizer. It's not in great condition, but it's not bad. It's pretty clean. The dent, you know, there's a little bit of a dent in the top, that sort of thing. But it was like, you know, if I'm storing tools, what do I care? But what a great find. Okay, we all have those oops or mistake moments. Maybe comment something you bought at a yard sale that you wished you'd never touched. Yeah. Paid $150, and yeah, it's a welder. It's a good welder. Good old Hobart from way back, but the problem is the technology has moved on so much. This is kind of like an old camera from the 70s or something compared to what the digitals are today. So it's really, it was like, it's not a good deal at any price really. I'm trying to sell it locally for like $100 and just get rid of it, but it paid $150 was like, yeah, I probably shouldn't have even touched it. And it came with this beautiful cart. Yeah. But the Hobart name was like, oh, you know, and 235 amps, and you know, it's like, yeah, you know, this is definitely something to buy. And yeah, no, it wasn't. This is the sort of thing at a yard sale sometimes I should have walked away. We got a lot of birds out here today. This was a moment of weakness too, and this was this past weekend. $20. It's a well, I'll open the door up, and I guess us old schoolers will know what this is. Yeah, if you don't know what that is, that is your refrigerator from about, well, maybe over 100 years ago. Yeah. And it was $20, which I thought was a terrific price, so I bought it. But yeah, again, just sell it and get rid of it. It's probably something I should not have touched in the first place, but I'm not regretting it. Not like the welder. Yeah, yard sale. Ended up paying $20. It was actually an estate sale, and it was like a Sunday. They were clearing out whatever they had left, and the guy said half price, and then he marked it down to half that price, and somehow we ended up at $20. And I said, you know, for $20, I will take it. The unit I had here was a 6,000 BTU. This is a 12,000 BTU. So hopefully this thing can air condition my garage really nicely. Now, just in case anybody's, you know, green out there or whatever, this is fed from a power station that is fed from solar panels. So 1,000 watts or more worth of solar panels will keep this thing running most of a sunny day to help keep me cool in my shop. So it's actually, it works. I guess I thought it would only be fair too that a lot of times you'll go to a yard sale and the surprising part is, and this is a good example right here. This thing here is, you know, I don't know what they cost. They don't cost that much, but I found it at a yard sale, and there was a gal having it. Anyway, she comes out, she says, "You interested in this thing?" And I'm, you know, I'm not thinking about it. She says, "You know," she says, "just take it with you. Nobody's looked at it all day. I'm getting tired, and I don't want it, so you can have it." So I got free. Yeah, can't get much better price than free. This is a metal detector. It's not a real good one. It is a bounty hunter from, I think it's Archer or something. Anyway, it does work. I have used it a few times now for different things, and it has solved a few mystery problems. So it's, you know, that's great. Anyway, found it at a yard sale. Was looking at it, and the guy just says, "You interested in the, you know, in the metal detector?" And I says, "You know, well, I'm not really sure. I'd like to have a, you know, a good one." He says, "That's not a good one or anything, but just take it with you." Again, it was free, and I'm yard sale hopping, so, you know, another treasure. Now, another item in the last few weeks, I keep an eye out for certain things like heavy-duty extension cords that are like 20 feet long, 30 feet long, something like that, because again, if you have to pay for those things at like the big box stores, it'll kill you, and yet you can go to a yard sale sometimes and find them for $1. This is a, sort of that situation here. This is a heavy duty power bar, and you can see it has, you know, virtually 10 outlets. Nice little switch and whatever, and it's got this really long heavy-duty cord for it, and again, it was $1 at a yard sale, so it was like, you know, this is something that you don't want to have to buy commercially, and it's got a great place for mounting screws, so I can mount this up and have this nice power bar for my workshop, because workshops and power bars seem to yeah, go together, you know, don't they? Yeah. Here's another one. Not great quality. Again, sometimes when you go to yard sales, you're not going to have, you know, the refined top quality, but a set of brushes like this for $1, rather than going to the big box store and paying, you know, big prices, that's a great set of paint brushes. And God knows, you and me, we use these things for varnish and paint, whatever, and after a while, we throw them away. You know it, I know it. Don't lie. Yeah, if you followed the show, a few months back, my bug machine, my bug assault gun gave up and it broke internally, and I tried to repair it. In the meantime, I was at a yard sale, and yes, once again, for $1, brand new. It's not even been used. There isn't even any salt. There's no trace of the salt ever being even in here. So you already know you got a good gun in your hands. And if we get some flies this year, which we probably will, because we're surrounded by agricultural Texas, yeah, so flies are going to be, they're going to be hunted. Another great and useful find that'll save you some money is, a lot of times, in fact this isn't even, it's never even been opened, is these paint cans full of paint. And this one here is glossy white, you know, Rust-Oleum. You're going to pay what, $14, $15, maybe more these days. I can't keep up with the prices at the big box stores, but again, you get this at a yard sale for sometimes $1, 50 cents, something like that. And it's a brand new can of paint. In fact, if you shake it up a little bit, there's nothing wrong with that. And if you need a little bit of a, you know, enamels or a heavy paint like that, if you can find it at a yard sale, you can save a tremendous amount of money. Yeah, and now back to things I shouldn't buy at a yard sale. And probably, well, I almost bought another one not that long ago, but have bought a few of these drones, and these things, they only seem to do one thing. They crash. In fact, this thing's got cobwebs all over it, like everything else around here. The camera in it is really nasty. It's a piece of junk, and it doesn't fly very good. It's really hard to handle with the controller. So it was, again, it was one of those buys where even for a couple bucks, it was like, this is one of those things I probably shouldn't have got too excited about in buying at a yard sale. Well, here's the part of a pressure washer. I got a brand new one at a yard sale, and this leaked, but I actually have this unit, this cheap Portland one from Harbor Freight, and the handle leaks, so all I did was switch out the parts, the leaky handle, with mine, and theoretically I have 2 electric pressure washers for the time being, and that at a yard sale was a ridiculously low price of $5. Was like, you know, yeah, you know, big savings, and I don't have to buy a pressure washer. There is a problem. The neighbor borrowed it, and I haven't seen it since. Yeah. Okay, just showing you guys all the different crazy things that I drag back from a yard sale, and from tools to household goodies, but my wife is really heavy on Carnival Glass, and if you don't know what Carnival Glass is, Google it. But she found this beautiful piece here that's got a lot of different colors in it. And again, the price tag is still on it, but as you can see, it was $5, and she absolutely loves it, which is like, hey, if it makes her day while I'm buying tools at a yard sale, yeah, you know. Oh look, work gloves. No, at a yard sale though, $5, and they're the Harley style, you know, gauntlet leather gloves that kind of like what Darth Vader wore, I think, in the Star Wars movie, wasn't it? With the, you know, yeah. And I guess just a few weeks ago, you saw me. I picked this up for $5. It's like brand new. I will have to keep an eye out for a battery and a charger deal somewhere for Richard for the, what is this voltage anyway? I think it's 20. Yeah, brushless 20 volt, rigid, nice. Really heavy too compared to the other ones, but this is, it's a nice drill. So it'll have a long life with me, I hope. And meantime, wanted to just get somebody, maybe comment about something you bought at a yard sale that you wished you hadn't bought. We'd love to hear the, you know, the tears and the sad stories, because God knows well, I've done it. I've bought stuff and then I went, you know what, I shouldn't have purchased that darn thing. But recently, a friend of mine named Greg out on the West Coast sent me a picture of a small town that was having the whole town was having a yard sale. We just had one recently in Alvin, Texas, and we did the weekend thing there with the town had a yard sale for the whole town kind of thing. And it was interesting. It was kind of cool. I did not really pick anything up, but I'm very, as I've always said, I'm you know, when it comes to yard sales, I kind of look for certain things and deals or something I can use or something I can repair, whatever. And you can't always every weekend find that, but generally every weekend I usually drag something back to the house, you know, like I showed you today, whether it be a camera or a power tool or something, you know, but always something that just adds a little bit to whatever I'm needing in my life here. So it's like, wow, great stuff. We had another tool failure in the last couple weeks. Again, that's one of the reasons this is not what it should be. We should have been showing a new tool today. That new tool came in and broke immediately on me, so that's 8 tools this year that have been shipped in to us that were failures, and pretty aggravating. Now, I wrote the site back and informed them about the problem and just really gave them some pretty real level advice and just said, if this is third-party company or whatever that's supplying this tool, stop immediately, do not carry their tool. It will pull your website, it'll pull everything down, other things that you sell. Their site sells a lot of different variable things like 3D printers, bicycles, you know, it's more like the sort of like the Temu, you know, kind of thing or whatever. But it's a nice site. They do have some good deals and some interesting things. But I had to, you know, caution them and just say, look, you know, you've got your hands on something really bad from a third party. You do not want to be selling these or offering these up, because all you're going to do is lose customers and people that will just say, I will never buy from you again. You know, that's what happens, huh? Yeah. You know it, I know it. Anyways, thank you for watching Coffee and Tools. Please like, share, subscribe, ring the notice bell. We have a prize coming up. What are we giving away? It's here somewhere. Yeah. We're giving away a very special prototype tool that works, you know, not like some of this other stuff that's come in. Oh, yeah. Meantime, I'm out of here. Over and out.